Okay, so in the last few lectures, we have started the topic of counter, and we have seen what are the different types of counter, basically asynchronous and synchronous counter. And from the last few lectures, we are also seeing how to design the counter. We have already seen how to design the asynchronous counter, and we have also seen some of the design of synchronous counter as well. So in this lecture, we will continue from our previous discussion. In our previous discussion, we have seen how to design the synchronous counter or 3-bit up counter, right? So up counter we have already seen. In this lecture, we will see how to design for up and down both counter using JK flip flop. The choice of flip flop is given to you. If the choice of flip flop is not given to you, you are free to choose your own flip flop out of the 4 flip flop that we have studied. That is SR, JK, T, and D. So any flip flop you can choose. Here, here also it is not mentioned that whether it will be positive edge or negative edge. So you are free to choose. You can choose from either positive edge or negative edge. And here you can see it has been mentioned that we are having 3-bit. That means we will be requiring total number of flip flop will be 3, right? And that will be JK flip flop. Okay. So you can see since this is both up counter and down counter, means up counter means by far we have already seen what is up counter. That means a counter which go from 0, 1, 2, 3 to again 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. And down counter means 0, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0, then again 3 like this, right? So but here we have to design both the counter using the same flip flops, right? Additionally, there is one mode which is representing, or there is one more variable that is represented by m, right? So you can see this state is representing 0 state, and this state is representing 1 state, and write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then again back to 0. Since this is 3-bit, and maximum possible value that you can reach in 3-bit is 7 or 111. That is why we have stopped here and again going back to 0, right? So when you go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so on and so forth, again 7 to 0, then it will be called as an up counter, right? Whenever we go in this way, this will be called as an up counter. And for up counter, the value of variable m is 1. This is for up counter, right? Now see, when we are going downwards from 0 to 7, you can see the direction of arrow as well, from 7 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, and 1 to 0 again. In this case, the value of m is 0, or you can say it is a down counter, right? So in the same diagram, we have seen the up counter and down counter by declaring one more variable, that is m. Okay, so let us just look into the excitation table. So this is representing the present state. We know this is the mode that I just talked about, that is m. This is all the next state, that is Q3, Q2, and Q1. Let us say that initially our flip flop, our counter was at rest. So all the outputs are 0. You can see all the outputs are 0. And you can take m is equal to 0. And in 0, we know that our counter is behaving as a down counter. You can take the vice versa as well. You can treat 0 as an up counter and 1 as a down counter, right? It's totally upon you, because you are the designer right now. So when m is equal to 0, our flip flop is behaving as a down counter. So you can see if past state is 0, next state is 7 or 111. So you can see past state is 0, next state is 111. For which case? For m is equal to 0. Because m is equal to 0 is acting as a down counter. Now consider when m will be equal to 1 for the same state from the same past state, that is 0, 0, 0. When m will be equal to 1, what will be the next state? Next state is 0, 0, 1. So you can see 0, 0, 1, right? This is for the second case. Now for the same past state, we are having two future state or two next state depending on the value of m. Now let us consider the second present state, that is 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1. Again, both are same, that is 0, 0, 1. For the first condition, m will be equal to 0, right? So past state is 1, and since it is a down counter because m is equal to 0, so before 1, sorry, after 1, what it will come? You can see from here, after 1 we will be reaching to 0. You can see from 1 it is going to 0. So you can see we have written here 0, 0, 0. Next, for the same past state, m will be equal to 1. If m is equal to 1, that means it is behaving as an up counter. So past state is 1. So next state is 2. That is 0, 1, 0. You can see we're having 0, 1, 0. Similarly, you can fill all the remaining entries of the table. Okay. You can fill all the remaining entries of the table considering mode values of mode 1, 0, and 1. And once you fill all this state, that is present state, mode, and next state is required excitations for the 3 flip-flops. Because we are having 3 flip-flops, so we will be having 3 excitations where this J3 and K3 is represented by MSB, and this J1 and K1 are representing LSB flip-flop. That is, the first flip-flop is represented by J1 and K1, and this is representing my MSB. So just see, when past state is 0, future state is 1, what can be the possible values of J3, J and K? Past state is 0, future state is 1. So for that, this is the table. Let me see if I can copy it. Okay, anyway, so you can see when past state is 0 and future state is 1, the value of J, K are 1 and don't care. You can see the value of J, K are 1 and don't care. I will tell you for one state. For rest of the state, you can do by your own. For next state, when see past state is 0, next state is 1. Again, 1 and don't care are the excitation. Next, when past state is 0 and next state is 1, again 1 and don't care. Okay. Now see, when past state is 0 and future state is also 0, when both are 0. This is the condition. When past state is 0 and future state is also 0, the value of JK will be 0 and don't care. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
0 and don't care. So you can see 0 and don't care. So this is again same. Past state is 0, future state is 0. This will be same. Past state is 0, future state is 1. So here you can fill 1 and don't care. Now you can fill for the rest of the table by your own. You can have a look into it. Now once you have filled the table, now you can see that now instead of having 3 variables, we are having 4th variable as well, which is represented by M. So now you are having 4 variables, and the K-map that we will be drawing is for 4 variables, which will have M as well. And for 4 variables, we will be having 16 cells. And in those 16 cells, we can fill the values from here. These are the 16 values. So first we can make a K-map for J3, then K3, then J2, then K2, then J1, then K1. We have to make 6 K-map. Okay. So you can treat this as equivalent 0. You can treat this as equivalent 1. Consider the 4th variable as well. This is 2. This is 3rd 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this is 15th, right? So you can, these are the 15, you can say cell, and these are the values of that cell, particular cell for J3. For example, let us say for 0, 0, 0, 0, J3. So look for 0, 0, 0, 0, that is the first case. 0, 0, 0, 0, all are 0. And all are 0, what is the value of J3? J3 is equal to 1. You can see when all are 0, J3 is equal to 1. Next case, we will see 1 is where? 1 is here. So 0, 1, 1, 1, that is 7. At 7, we are having 1. So you can see 7. This is, I think, 7. 0, 1, 1, 1. We are having the value of J3 is 1. Rest for none of the cases, the value of J3 is 1, right? Only 2 cases are there where J3 is 1. You can see. Now, 0, we do not have to worry because we are making SOP form, that is sum of product. So 0 will not matter. Now see the don't care. Don't care are starting from 8 and it will going to till 15. That means last 2 rows of the K-map are don't care. So you can see last 2 rows of the K-map are don't care. Okay. So now when we have filled this table, what you have to do, you have to do the grouping. So this is the left out one. So this has been grouped by this, and just see here, this Q3 is represented by MSB, and Q1 is LSB, and M1 M mode is also there. So you can treat it now in this case M as LSB and Q3 as MSB. When you have grouped these two cells, just check what will be the reduced equation. So I think here it will be Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M bar. So you can see Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M bar is our first expression. And when you group this one with this, so just see what we will be having. So Q2, then Q1 and M, right? So these are the expressions for J3 and J3. Now we will see for, now have a look into for K3, right? Now from 0 till 7, it is having don't care. That means first 2 rows are don't care, and only 2 ones are there. That is 8th number and 15th number. 8th and 15th are 1, and first 2 rows are don't care. So you can see first 2 rows are don't care. 8th cell, that is this cell, is having 1, and 15th cell is having 1. You can group them and you can get the reduced expression again. When we have done that, we have found that J3 is equal to K3. You can see the equation. I think both are same. Similarly, you can do for J2 and K2, right? If you want, we can just have a look into it. J2, just see where 1 is there. This is 0, 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is 8, 9, 10, this is 11. So 0, 3, 8, 11, we are having 1. So 0, 3, 8, and 11, we are having 1. Don't care, we are having from 4 to 7 and last 4. That means second row and the last row are don't care. Sorry, second row and this row is having don't care, right? So now you can group them. So we have grouped them in quad. So Q1, M1, so Q1 and M, Q1 bar and M bar will come from this grouping, and Q1 and M will come from this grouping. Similarly, you can do for K2. So from here as well, we are finding that J2 equal to K2. You can see both the expression and compare. Now when you go for the grouping of J1 and K1, just see here that there are no zeros, right? Either it is 1 or don't care, right? So whenever you fill the K map, it will be filled with either don't care or 1, and you have to group. When you group, you have to group the whole 16 cell. The value of J1 and K1 will automatically be
1.
Okay. So you can see we have found all the expression. Now the thing is which is remaining is to make the flip-flops design. Okay, so I can write here as well, that is J1 and K1 is equal to 1. So these are the expression for J3. These are the expression for J2. Now let us first start with designing a flip-flop. So we have designed 3 flip-flops, 1 flip-flop, second flip-flop, and third flip-flop. Since this is synchronous, so we have given the pulses at the same time, and this is a negative edge trigger, right? So you can see we are giving the clock here as well. And once the clock has been decided, so now J1 and K1 is equal to 1, so which is given here. You can see J1 and K1 is equal to 1. We have given here. Now what can be the input to J2 and K2? So we have to look into it. That is Q1 bar, M bar, Q and M. So we have to declare one variable, that is M. You can see I have declared one variable which is M. The Q1 and M1 is coming from here. So you can see Q1 and M is coming from here. And M bar, since this is a not, M is again passing through a NOT gate or invert gate, and this is Q1 bar. So this will be Q1 bar, M bar, which will be passing through an OR gate. This is an OR gate and flowing to J2 and K2. So this input of second flip-flop is also done. Now see the input of the third flip-flop, Q2 bar, Q1 bar, M, or Q2 bar, sorry, Q2, Q1 and M. So from here Q1 and M is already there. Now here Q2 will be there. So this will be Q2, Q1, M. This is a signal. And here we will be having Q2 bar, Q1 bar, and M bar. And this is an OR gate. You can flow this signal to the J3 and K3. Finally, you will be having the output, right? So when M will be equal to 1, our counter is behaving as an up counter. When M is equal to 0, our counter is behaving as a down counter. So from the same number of flip-flops, we have made both up counter and down counter. This is a 3-bit counter which can count from 0 to 7. Is there any doubt in this up and down counter? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So let us move ahead. Now, next problem statement. Now we can design our next problem statement. Design a synchronous mod 10, modulo 10 means mod 10. Mod 10 means we are having 10 different states. We have seen 10 different states. Gray code counter. Now, gray code counter using T flip-flop. So you can see all of those things are given. Okay. And since this is mod 10, that means we are having 10 different states. So number of flip-flop will be 4. 4 flip-flop we will be requiring to represent 4 different states, right? Sorry, 4 flip-flop we will be requiring to represent 10 different states, right? And we have to follow that it should be a gray code. It should follow the gray code, right? What is gray code? If first state is 0, 0, for 2-bit I am representing, second state will be 0, 1, third state will be 1, 1, fourth state will be 1, 0. And then next state will be again 0, 0. This is I have represented for 2-bit. Okay. This is for 2-bit. Now there will be 3-bit and there will be 4th bit. So here we have to make 4-bit gray code. 4-bit gray code. Why 4-bit? Because we have to represent 10 different states, right? And when it is in 10th state, we have to make sure that it again goes to 0. When it is in 10th state, which is a different state or distinct state, it should go to 0 again. And choice of flip-flop is also provided to us. That is, we have to make the use of T flip-flop. Okay. So see here. First, see this step. So we will start step. So first state is 0, 0, 0. Second state is 0, 0, 1. Third state is 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 1. So this is the 10th state or 10th distinct state. So after that, it should ideally go to 0, because this is our problem statement. This is where it will terminate, right? So you can see when we are proceeding in this way or in up counter way, when we are proceeding in this way, only 1 bit is changing at a time. That is what we call as a gray code, right? Only 1 bit should change. So you can see here when it is going from 0 to this, only one bit is changing, which is the last bit. When it is going from this state to this state, only one bit is changing, that is this middle, this state. When it is going from here to here, only one bit is changing, that is this state. Okay. Okay. So once we are clear with our problem statement, what we want to do, we want to design a mod 10 gray code counter. Mod 10 modulo 10 or mod 10 means it is having 10 different states, and after the 10th state it should go to 0. If it goes to the 11th state, then it will not be a mod 10 counter, rather it will be a mod 11 or some different mod counter, right? So but we do not want that. We want to design mod 10 counter, and that too gray code using T flip-flop. Okay, so now once this is clear, this is pretty easy. That is present state, next state, and required excitation. So you can see present state is represented by the 4 flip-flop. 4 Q2, Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1, because it is 4-bit. Next state, again the same thing. So you can now compare. The first state is present state is 0, next state is 0, 0, 1. Now you can fill the entries 1, and then it is 3, and you will fill all the entries by yourself. And once you have filled the entries, you have to see the excitation. So present state is 0, future state is 0. You can see when both are 0 in T flip-flop, if nothing is changing, if it is not toggling, then input will be 0, right? So it is again 0 and 0. So again input will be 0, 0 and 0. Again input will be 0. Last state is we see 0 and 1. So you can see there is a toggling or inversion is happening. That means the input should be 1. So you can see input is 1 here. Again, see the next state. So you can see where now we will focus where our input is inverting, or where our input is changing. So this 0 and it is 1. Only this state our input is changing or toggling. Rest for all the other cases it is same. So only for T2 it will be 1. So you can see only for T2 it is 1. Now for next state, only this state is toggling. That is last state, T1. So T1 is only 1. On next state, I think only this state is, if I make any mistake, you let me know. Only this state is toggling. Rest are the same. So that you can see T3 is 1. Next state, I think only this state is toggling. So last state or last flip-flop will be 1. Next, I think this middle is changing. So middle is T2 is having 1. Next, I think this state is changing. So this is having 1. Next, I think this state is changing. That is Q4. So T4 will have 1. Next, this state is changing. So T1 will be 1. Rest all will be 0. Next will be, you can now see that there are many changes. So this state is also changing. This state is also changing. This is same, and this state is also changing. So that means T4, T3, and T1 will be 1. So you can see T4, T3, and T1 will be 1. This table is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now once you have filled this table, again you have to make a K-map, right? So this state is representing by 0. This is represented by 1. This is represented by 3, cell number 3. This is represented by cell number 2. This is represented by cell number 6. This is 7. This is 5. This is 4. This is, I think, 110. 0 is what? How much?
12.
12. This is 13. Right? Now, the state which is not coming here will be counted as a don't care term. Okay. So just see. So our if I want to write the min terms for T4, if I want to write the min terms for T4, it will be summation of, just see where T4 is 1 at 4 and 13. So this will be 4 and 13 plus don't care. Just see what are the missing terms here. 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, 4, 5 is there. I think this is 5.
Yes, sorry, 8.
6 is there, 7 is there, 8 is not there. 8 is our don't care. 9 is not there, 10 is not there, 11, 12 is there, 13 is there, 14 is not there, and 15 is not there. So this don't care will be constant for all T3, T4, T2, and T1, right? This don't care will be constant. Only the min terms will be changing. So just see, at T4, 4 and 13, we are having 1, and these are the don't care. So you can see at 4 and I think 13, we are having 1. 4 and 13, we are having 1. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, we are having don't care. So I think some mistake is there. This is not 8. So we have mentioned 8 as a don't care. Just check whether 8 is there or not. 8 is 1 followed by 40. This is number 8 and this is number
12.
12. 12 is there. So I think some mistake is there. Just check 4 and 13. 4 is this and 13 is this. 8 and 12. Four and 13 are our 1 and 12 is 0. Yes, 12 is 0. Yeah, 12 is 0. So, and 8. 8 is a don't care, I think. Just check whether we are having 8 here. 12 is coming and 12 is 0. So 12 is 0. So let me remove this. This will be 0. Right? I think this is 12. This will be 0. So no need to write here. 8 is I am not finding out. Do you find 8 anywhere? 1. First one will be 1 and then we are having 4 0. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 is this. So 8, 9, 10, 11. These are don't care. And 14 and 15 are also don't care. 14 and 15. So this is 14 and this is 15 is don't care. So if I add a don't care, it will not make any change, right? So this table is not correct. We have to add one more don't care. Let me rewrite it again. So there will be one more don't care which will be here because 8 is also a don't care. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 14 and 15. 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 and 15. Yes, so this is correct. And 4 and 13 are 1. So at 4 and 13 are, this table is clear to you? So there is one missing don't care, right? So I have added it. If I add this as well, there will be no change in the equation, you can see. So this is, you can say, isolated cell. And so this is, we have marked it here. So this will be Q4 bar, Q3, Q2 bar, Q1. So this is, you can see, Q4 bar, Q3, Q2 bar, Q1. And for the grouping of this, you can group this in quad, right? If we are having don't care here, then you could have grouped them in octet, but this 12 is not a don't care. 12 we are having 0, right? 12 is not a don't care, so we have grouped it in a quad, and this will come out to be Q4. Just here we are having Q4, and here we are having
Q1,
right? So Q4 and Q1 you can find it out here, right? For next step we will see again the don't care will be same. So let me write here don't care because 8 is a don't care. So here they have added don't care anyway. So here we are having 8 as a don't care, and 1 we have to check where are ones for T3. Okay, for T3, so this will be again. Let me write 0, 1, 3, 2, 6, 7, 5, 4, 12. And this will be 13. So T3 is having 1 at this instant. So this is representing by summation 2, and last one is this, that is 13. 2 and 13 are 1, 43, and we are having don't care as well. So don't care will be same as previous case. So 2, you can see this is 2 and this is 13. 2 and 13 are 1, and don't care are similar to the previous state. 8 is also a don't care. Now when we have put all of them, now we have to group it. So this don't care will not make any difference because this will be grouped in a, you can say these two will be grouped, right? If we are having don't care here, then we can go, we could have grouped them in a quad, but right now there is no other way but to group these two cells, right? So we have grouped in this way. So for this, the expression will be Q3 bar, Q2, Q1 bar. Q3 bar, Q2, Q1 bar is our expression, and group them. So this is also Q4 and Q1, right? Now see for T2. For T2, the don't care is, sorry, for T2 the min term is 1 and 7. So you can see 1 is here and 7 is here. So you can group them and you can get the desired expression, right? Now for T1, you're having min terms as 0. This is representing by 3. This is again represented by 6. This is again 5, 12, 13. This is just pattern 0, 3, 5, 6, 12, 13. So 0, 3, 5, 6, 12, and 13, right? So you can group them. You can see first it is group of octet. So group of octet will result in Q4, and then there are we have grouped them in a pair. So you can find out the rest of the equation, right? For T1. So for equation of T4 we have got, T3 we have got, T2 we have got, and T1 also we have got. So you can see this is T4, T3, T2, and T1. We are having 3 flip-flop. Flip-flop number 1, 2, sorry, 4 flip-flop, 3 and 4. All of them are tied together and given a negative edge clock. You can see we are having T1 input, T2 input, T3 input, T4 input. Since this is a complicated expression, if you try to draw using this Q1, Q2, Q3, it will be, you can say, you can also do that, but that will be difficult. So what they have done, you have taken an OR gate, and in T1 you can see what is flowing, Q4. So this is Q4 plus, that is OR gate, Q3, Q2 bar Q1. So Q3, Q2 bar Q1, Q3, Q2, Q1 bar, Q3, Q2, Q1 bar, Q3 bar Q2, Q1, Q3 bar Q2, Q1, Q3 bar Q2 bar Q1. So this is flowing to T1. For T2, Q3, Q2, Q1, Q3, Q2, Q1, Q3 bar Q2 bar Q1. So that's for same of all the cases. Okay. So this is the final state of designing a synchronous modulo 10 or mod 10 gray code counter using T flip-flop. Is this slide is clear? This problem is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now next problem statement, design a T counter, that means using T flip-flop, that counts the state 0, 3, 5, 6 and 0. So just pay attention here that we want a counter that should only count these numbers 0, 3, 5, 6 and 0. It should, you can see what are the missing state here, 1, 2, 4 and 6. So if you consider this to be a maximum number is 6, so these are the missing state, that is 0, 1, 2, 4 are missing. Okay. So we have to design this counter. Maximum number you can see is 6. So we can represent 6 by using 3 bit. So therefore we will require 3 flip-flop, and those flip-flop are T flip-flop.
Sir, this will be a mod 7 or mod 4 counter?
We are having how many different states we are having?
4.
So it will be called as mod 4 counter. But we
Okay,
cannot call this as a mod 4 counter because, okay, you can call this as a mod 4 counter, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have to we have to design a counter that should count 0, 3, 5, 6, and 0. Okay. So you can see first state is 0, then 3, then 5, and then 6, right? Okay. So present state again, since we are requiring T flip flop, present state is and next state. So Q2, Q3. So first state is 0, then this is 3, and this is 5, and then this is 6. After 6, it should again go to 0. So now you can see 0, and this is the 3, this is 5, this is 6, and this is again 0. For T flip flop, just check 0 and 0, no toggling, so T3 will be 0, 0 and 1, toggling will be there, so it will be 1, 0 and 1, so toggling will be there, so it will be 1. Just see where toggling is taking place. I will mark that. That is, this place is having toggling. This is also having toggling. So both of them are 1. You can see. And again, in the next step, just check where is toggling happening. This is where toggling is happening, and this is toggling is happening. So these two are 1, 1. Next step, just see where toggling is happening. These two places are the where our toggling is happening. So these two is having 1, 1. Once you have made this excitation table, this is fairly easy. So now you have to make the K-map and found the reduced expression for T3, T2, T1. T3 represented as MSB, T1 represented as LSB, and min terms you can find out from here, right? So for T3, if I want to write min terms, so just check where our T3 is 1. So T3, if I want to write min terms, so T3 is 1 at which instant? This and this. So this is represented by 3 and
3 and 6.
6. So I can write 3 and 6 plus don't care will also be there. So this state is 0. This state is 5. So how many don't cares will be there? 0, 1, 2, 3,
4 and
4.
5.
5 is there, no? 6 and 7. 5 is already there, right? So 5 will not be a don't care.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 4, 7. So you can see don't care are 1, 2, 4, and 7 are our don't care. And what are the min terms? 3 and 6. So this is 3 and this is 6, right? So when you group them, you can group them in quad. Okay. So what will be the term that we will be getting? Q2. Q2 is the term that we will be getting, right? Now for T2, just check. Don't care will be the same, but min terms will be, these are our min terms. That means either it will be 1 or it will be don't care. So you can see either it is 1 or don't care. So you can group them as whole, and T2 will come out to be 1. Now for T1, min terms will be, this is 0 and this one is 5. So 0 and 5 are our min terms, and we can group them in quad. So this will come out to be Q2 bar. So once we find out T3, T2, T1, it's very simple. The next step is very simple. So you can see we are having 3 flip-flop, T1, T2, and T3. Triggering is tied together. Negative clock pulse. We can also give positive. Since this is synchronous, all of them are tied together. Now T1 is equal to Q2 bar. So Q2 bar, you can take it from here and feed it back to T1. T2 is 1, so we have tied it to 1. T3 is equal to Q2, so you can see directly it is flowing. And now when you make this kind of a counter, it will count from 0, 3, 5, 6, and again back to 0. You can check. I've already shared this slide. You can check by taking some examples. Okay. Okay. Now we will stop here.
Sir, sir, is there any restriction on bit? Like, sir, yes, sir. This question is about 3 bit, and the previous question was 4 bit. So,
Yes.
sir, how can I understand that how many bit we have to choose?
Yeah. So because you can see that, okay. So here we are having 4-bit. Why? Because we have to make mod 10, right? Mod 10 means it is having 10 different states. So it is, how can you represent 10 different state with 3-bit? 3-bit can have maximum different state of 8.
8. Yes, sir. Yes.
But 10 you have to make 3-bit, right? Here you can
Yes.
see maximum number is, here mod will not count, right? Though it is mod 4, as some student has said, but now we have to look at the maximum number because it is missing some of the state. It can happen that we can count 0, 3, 5, and then you can say 9, and then again back to 0. If this was the condition, then we would have definitely used 4-bit or 4 flip-flop because maximum number is 9, though it is called as mod 4, right? But here maximum number is 6.
6. Yes.
That means 3 bits will be enough.
Okay, sir.
If you make this using 4 flip-flop, that is also possible. If you use here 4 flip-flop, that will also be possible, but then there will be cost of extra hardware. But this is absolutely not possible using 3 flip-flop, right? So you can make this by using 4 flip-flop as well, but there will be extra hardware cost. So we do not want. We want to optimize the cost. Therefore, we will look into the maximum number which can be represented. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So we will stop here.